I had the right place in mind right from the start. But I was simply looking at the wrong spot. This sucks. Because who would expect, what fool would expect to find the book on a bookshelf when it could be lying right next to the bed of the Sultan? Idiot. Come on, game. So, you don't see shit from here. Oh! What luck! Mara finds to be a king. Mara gratefully pockets his find. You found the book Paddy wanted Aaron to read. Head back to the Quester's Rest and hand it over. Of course. In a palace, in a room, with a maid cleaning up. You wouldn't find something like that on a bookshelf. No, you find it lying on the ground next to the bed of the Sultan. It makes perfect sense. Okay. Heading back to Tickenden. Go up. Let's go. Well, how did it go? Did you find that book on how to be a king? Yes. Mara hands over to be a king. Right, you got it. To be a king. Yeah, that sounds like the one, alright. Now to have Aaron take a good look. Paddy hands Aaron the book and she begins leafing through the pages. A true king should never lose sight of who they really are, no matter what happens. A true king takes responsibility for the well-being of his people. He must never forget what he owes to others. If a king loses his pride, his subjects will suffer. And a king who makes his subjects suffer is unworthy of his honored role. I see. So when a king loses his pride, it makes life hard for his subjects. Yes, I can see that. It's just like when an innkeeper loses their pride, their guests suffer for it. Which means I must have been making my guests suffer terribly with all my moping. What kind of an innkeeper am I? I almost lost sight of the only thing that matters, my customers. This sounds like the perfectly wrong lessons to learn from this. This sounds like another lesson in toxic positivity. You know, swallow your feelings, don't show that you're feeling bad, that you're not feeling good, always smile. Always pretend to be happy, so you don't burden others with your bad feelings. This is actually perfectly bad advice that we just gave her. Phew, that book worked like a charm. Erin's got her old spark back. Did she? Everything's going to be okay and we owe it all to you. Here's a little something by way of thanks. Mara receives a vial of Sainted Soma. Putting the smile back on someone's face might not seem like the greatest thing you've ever achieved, but trust me, Erin's smile is really something special and 100% fake. It makes everyone happy. Take it from me, when Erin was down in the dumps, so was everybody else. It knocked the wind out of all of our sails. But now she's got her mojo back. We can all breathe a sigh of relief. You're the best. Thanks. Sure. Let's just hope she won't be taking her life or anything. Oh. I guess this one is done. A statue of an old hero stands tall in altar of the starry skies. You can visit world. No, thank you. The world's altar of the cursed king. Yes, yes. But we don't have any new places there. Roma encampment. Yes. Enter this tent. God damn it. Ah, it is rare indeed for us to have visitors. I'm only sorry that we cannot give you a proper Roma welcome. This is a difficult time, you see. Lala, our most gifted dancer, has been struck down by a grave illness. All we can do is offer up our prayers and our most sacred ritual dance. I'm not dancing for fun. No, I'm performing a most sacred ritual, calling out to the Almighty to cure Lala. I only hope it works. Greetings, Gajo. My name is Rombaro, and I'm the leader of the Roma clan. On behalf of all my people, I bid you welcome. In the normal run of things, we would eat, drink, and make merry to celebrate the appearance of guests in our midst. However, I'm sorry to say that you have chosen an opportune moment to appear. The sad truth is that young Lala, who dances for us all, at all our rites and festivities, was attacked by a monster and has been struck down by a terrible and mysterious malady. We have done all we can to try to cure her. Herbal remedies, prayers, ritual dances, but nothing has worked, and she continues to suffer terribly. As a last resort, Lala's husband Kiefer has set off in search of a rare gem that is said to have the power to cure all ailments. However, he has not yet returned. We were expecting him to be home by now, and I confess to being a little concerned. The lad is a brave warrior who can hold his own against any foe, but could some misfortune perhaps have befallen him? Please understand that I do not make a habit of asking strangers for assistance, but it seems to me that Providence has brought you to us. I ask you humbly to help us in our hours of need. Will you search for Kiefer and aid him in his quest to find the precious healing gem? Sure. Marvelous. Thank you, kind stranger. Thank you. Now Kiefer said he was heading to the mine, where these precious gems are to be found. The gems are known as rainbow rocks, and as that melodious name might suggest, they come in a range of colors. But Kiefer was very specific about the hue he wanted, green. All we can do now is pray that you succeed. On behalf of my people, I beseech you, find Kiefer, get that green gem, and save Lala's life. Kiefer and Lala really were meant for each other. They have been inseparable since they married. It's such a tragedy that this had to happen. Truly, the Almighty moves in mysterious ways. Before Kiefer set off, he wrote that he would find and save his wife's life. He always seemed so cheerful and carefree. It was something of a shock to see him looking so serious. I'm dancing my heart out, but it's no good. Poor Lala is as sick as ever. I suppose I'm just not graceful enough. Perhaps only those with her talent have what it takes to get the Almighty to sit up and take notice. Lala dances for all our most sacred rites. We cannot afford to let anything happen to her. That's why we are performing a dance of our own. We are trying to encourage the Almighty to intervene and restore her to health. Kiefer is the best. He is our guardian. His job is to protect Lala. She is our sacred dancer. When he left, he said he was going to find a way to cure her. The guardian of the Roma would never break a promise. He said he'd help her, and he will. Third in goal. Smashing some pottery. Okay. Those mines we already cleared, so I hope this will be a quick search for this rainbow mines. Let's go. Okay. System settings, force, tactics, fight wisely. Fight. Why do they even bother attacking me? Just after going in there with a determined look on his face, he said something about looking for a green gem, but it's been a fair while now. I can't help worrying something untoward has happened. Okay. Okay. Great. Some bejeweled shit. What? Fuck? Shit? Damn? Shit? God damn it. But how do I... Okay. Darn it. God damn it! Yeah, right. Help! Help! Can anyone hear me? I'm in a bit of trouble here. I need help getting out. Hmm. Um. Damn it. What the... Thanks, I owe you one. I've been to this mine before, so I thought it would be a doddle getting through it, but I ended up in a bit of a jam. I was just taking a closer look at the rainbow rocks, and I tried giving one of them a shove. It must have triggered something, because before I knew it, I was trapped. I'm just glad you came along when you did. What are you doing all the way down here, anyway? What's that? Ron Burrow asked you to come and search for someone called Kiefer? Well, you found your man. I'm him. Suppose I have been gone a while. Everyone must be worried. Well, I appreciate you coming and looking for me. And everything's worked out too. I found what I was looking for. This green gem here will fix Lala up in no time. Now, if you'll excuse me, I can't keep my wife waiting a second longer. You're not going anywhere. Ah! Where did you come from? Listen, I don't mean to be rude, but I've got places to be, so if you wouldn't mind budging your big backside. Big backside? Did no one teach you manners, boy? I am Obstructicus. My master ordered me to stymie, block, and to impede all who dare come here. Yet now you attempt to turn the tables to prevent me from discharging my duties. This is unforgivable. Enough is enough. You're supremely annoying. You must pay the price. God, this is just what I need. Normally I'd be more than happy to take on this big lung, but I'm afraid I'm a bit lacking in the weaponry department right now. You have a big sword on your back, you... what? Ha ha! You're pathetic. Perhaps your companions will offer more of a challenge. Well, you heard the man. Sorry to do this, but I'm going to have to leave this one to you. Good luck at all that. He has a big fucking sword on his back. The fuck? Manual. Tactics. Follow orders. Unbridled blade. Abilities. Nope. Multi-feed. Belts. Kabuff. Okay. Umfel. Multi-heal. Motherfucker. Ability sealed. Belts. Let's just attack. Umfel. Okay. Whew. Defeating Obstructicus appears to have restored the rainbow rocks to their original color. You're tougher than you look. I'm impressed. In fact, you remind me of an old friend of mine. This isn't the time for a trip down memory lane. I have to get back to Lala right away. I owe you one. You really got me out of a jam. Head back to the Roma encampment and I'm sure they'll find a nice reward for you. Yes. Okay. We are forever indebted to you, most honorable Gajo. Thanks to you, Kiefer made it back with the green gem, he thought. That gem is powerful indeed. No sooner did he bring it to Lala than she leapt from her sick bed, brimming with energy. On behalf of all Romas, I would like to thank you for what you have done. Please accept this humble offering. Mara receives a vial of Yggdrasil dew. Ah yes, there was one more thing. Curious though it is to relate, it seems there was some kind of inscription on the green gem that Kiefer brought back. I'm afraid I do not have the faintest clue what it might mean, but I wanted to share it with you. Okay. The Roma encampment has been added to the list of locations you can travel to from the Altar of the Forgotten Past. Okay, great, thank you. Let's save again. Yep. Roma encampment night. I'm not sure what Rambaro was thinking when he suggested we master the air turbine. It doesn't feel like something a grown-up should be doing, but I'd better not complain. Oh, it's so nice to see you again. Have you spoken with Lala and Kiefer yet? I really think you should. Our people have been suffering one setback after another recently. I think they'd appreciate having someone outside the clan to talk to. If it were just regular turbine strings that had been cut, we could find a way to repair them. But the Turbine of Truth is a different matter. It is a sacred instrument that has been handed down through the generations, and it is the only turbine that can be used to awaken the Almighty. I remember well a young adventurer who restored it to our people, and now after all the effort he went to, some vandal has gone and cut the strings. It's unthinkable. We have spent our lives listening to the sound of the turbine. Now, even without it, I can still somehow feel its melodies and rhythms reverberating within me. In fact, if I had a little dram of our sacred drink, the water of life we call the spirit of the dance, I'm sure I could dance up a storm. This is the most sacred ceremony of the Roma people, where the music of the Torben and the rhythm of our dances intertwine to form a prayer to the Almighty. Well, that's the idea anyway, but some terrible individuals sliced through all our Torben strings, and now we are reduced to pretending to play. It's not the most dignified display, but what choice do we have now? Now sit back and enjoy the world's first air Torben concert. So, you know, when they first suggested they sing the Torben parts while I danced, I thought they lost their minds, but it's actually not so bad. I can still feel the rhythm of the music flowing through me, even if it's not quite the real thing. It's like my feet have a mind of their own. I still can't believe it. Someone sneaked into our camp and cut all the Torben strings. Who would do that thing like that? It's not fair. I wanted to be a Torben player when I grew up. I've been practicing since I was tiny, but now I'll never get my big chance. Oh, how marvelous to see you again. As you will have noticed, things have changed somewhat since last we met. Allow me to explain. Since time immemorial, my people have traveled the world and used our most sacred music and dance to pray for the restoration of the Almighty. You have joined us right in the middle of one such ceremony, but this one is a little unusual. The exquisite tones of the Torben have always been an essential part of our rituals, but tragedy has struck, and all the strings of our sacred instruments have been cut by some heartless fiend. In desperation, we have been reduced to what one might call the air Torben, mimicking the parts that would normally be played on the Torben and hoping that the Almighty can forgive us. But in truth, we know that this will not do, for we will soon attempt our most sacred ceremony, the restoration of the Almighty. For that, we must dance to the music of the most sacred Torben of truth. Restoring the Almighty is the most sacred duty of our people, but to attempt this using a Torben with no strings, why, it would be doomed to failure and would only bring shame on our ancestors. This is why I must humbly ask you for your assistance yet again. Will you help us repair the Torben of truth, so that we may fulfill our sacred duty? Thank you, oh thank you. You are truly a savior of our people. Now let me tell you how the strings of the Torben of truth may be replaced. There is a very rare item known as the Golden Mane. If we could acquire one, we might be able to repair the Torben of truth. According to the ancient stories of our people, it can be obtained from the great hounds who guard a tower where flying horses dwell. I know this may all sound like nonsense, but if you ever do come across such a place, please do your best to bring us the item we need. We will all be eternally grateful. Remember a place like this? I've seen a fair bit of the world, but I've never heard of a tower filled with flying horses. I know this isn't going to be easy, but please do what you can. Without that Golden Mane, the Romas won't be able to complete their sacred mission. I don't mean to pressure you, but we are counting on you, all of us. Welcome. You have come just in time for my big performance. Yeah, we can't get Node out of the Torbens, you see, so we have had to take another approach. Fingers crossed my dulcet tones will please the Almighty. Okay. Well, okay. We will continue looking around those lost pages next time. But this should be it for now. Yep. Okay. So this is where we are going to continue next time. I wish you all a wonderful day. Take care, everyone, and until then, bye bye.